Yo, what's up, y'all? Hope everybody good on those positive vibes out there. Today, I'm checking in just to have a quick talk with y'all about just maintaining within the industry and within life as well. Now, the first thing I want to talk to y'all about is just finding your own way. I feel like once you start trying to be this creative, or you start trying to be, whatever, I don't know, hairstylist, car mechanic, car wash owner, it's always hard to find your way because you've had so many examples in front of you of what things should be or how things should go and grow. I think the same thing pertains to this whole entertainment slash content creator space, because you see a lot of people out here on social media, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and you start to slightly mimic what you're seeing because you feel like it's going to just work. But in all actuality, it doesn't work like that at all. It's all about getting a lot of reps in and finding your own way. And the only reason I'm touching on this today is because I feel like a lot of people, want to go down this journey of being a content creator, but then you pull from different places that might not make sense for what you have going on in the direction you want to go and grow. So the thing I want to recommend to a lot of you out there is to just put the work in. Now, I know that's not the popular thing to do today. It's very popular to just buy into a brand, or it's very popular for somebody to just tell you and show you the way. But look at it from this perspective. If somebody is always just opening doors for you, what do you do when that person isn't capable of opening that next door, or they just don't want to rock with you anymore? If you haven't built any type of foundation on your side, it's damn near impossible to just get things going just randomly after you haven't done anything. So if you want to do yourself a favor, not only for today, but for the future of whatever you got going on, put the work in, put the time in, put the hours in, put the minutes in, put the seconds in, put the energy into what you want to build, what you want to mold, and what you want to grow on your side. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but you got to be patient. Stop looking at everybody on social media. Stop comparing yourself to what everybody else has and what everybody else is doing, and just run your own race. Some days are going to be better than others. Some weeks, some months, some years are going to be better than others. But don't judge yourself and don't be too critical of everything that you're doing with you trying to just build whatever it is you're trying to build. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is equipment. Don't get too caught up in the whole gotta have this camera, gotta have this lens, gotta have this microphone, gotta have this light to be able to create. Whatever you have right now, I don't care if it's your cell phone. Create with whatever you own at this moment. Because if you start to, get those reps in of learning how to create, the actual equipment that you're using almost doesn't matter. Of course, you get to a certain extent where you might be doing corporate gigs and the equipment might be looked at a certain, way from whoever that client might be, because you can't walk in there with a cell phone and try to create this huge masterpiece. But it won't be because you can't create a masterpiece with a cell phone. It'll be more so of you trying to live up to, the visual standards of coming in with a crew and a larger camera setup just because it is a bigger client. But as far as where you are right now, if you're not making any money, don't try to force yourself to find a way to dump thousands and hundreds and however much money that you plan on trying to dump it to getting a camera and a lens because someone else you follow on social media is using it. I know cameras are dropping week to week. I know lenses are in lighting and microphones and everything else is dropping week to week, but you will literally get lost out here trying to keep up with everything that's dropping and everybody who's, downloading and promoting stuff online. Don't let that be you, okay? Because it's easy to do and it's easy to happen. I just don't want you to get discouraged because you buy this one piece of equipment and the caliber of your work doesn't do this. It's not increasing because the equipment isn't good enough. It's not increasing because you just aren't skilled enough yet. So right now, with whatever it is you have, get those reps in. You want to be a photographer? You should be taking a lot of photos. Not because you're just trying to show everybody to the world, but because you're trying to get those reps in. You want that repetition. Repetition is going to be the key. The more and more you take photos, eventually they're going to start to look better. Eventually you're going to start to formulate a different vision for your eyes. Eventually you're going to start to know and understand how lighting is hitting certain objects and what it's going to be doing from a certain angle that you might be taking that photo from. But you don't learn that just because somebody tell you. You got to get those reps in. And the same thing go for, if you're trying to be a cinematographer or a videographer. You don't really know and understand how a camera really operates until you get in situations where you are forced to operate it a certain specific way. But if you never ever put yourself out there on Front Street and try to experience those ways, you don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor once again and film with whatever you have. If it's your cell phone, which I'm gonna just keep saying this for the time being, film with your cell phone, but figure out ways to make the video look better. You know, if you want to work on color grading and all the other kind of stuff, you should be trying to grade just the most random footage in the world. Download stuff from people's YouTube channel, download whatever free footage you can find online and practice coloring that stuff. But you got to get those reps in every day if possible, because the more reps you get in a faster amount of time, that's going to be how quickly you're going to be turning over to get to that next tier. Look, y'all, I feel like I'm blabbing, but I just want to check in with y'all, just away from, you know, me showing videos and equipment and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of keep it real with y'all for a second, because I don't feel like a lot of people out there just kind of telling y'all how it really is. And it's not always about the equipment, and it's not always about just being connected to the next person. At some point in time, you got to put your seatbelt on and put the work and the hustle in. Okay, y'all keep pushing out there, keep fighting, stay on the positive vibes, and as always, good luck. Talk soon.